All right, so I'm going to find the guitar track. So I'm just
Track 34 harmony vocal.
going to up or down arrow until I find
Track
it.
20, track 20, track 19 studio grand, track 18 track 14 electric guitar dirty, track 10 electric guitar clean.
So I want electric guitar clean. So I'm going to open that track stack. So Option Accent will open and close your track stacks for you. So I'm going to do Option Accent. And the track stack is now open.
Track 11 electric clean left.
And now you see I have left.
Track 12 electric clean center. Track 13 electric clean right.
Right.
Track 12 electric clean center.
So I like to have my rhythm guitars double, so I will record one on the left and one on the right, and then I have the center track for if I want to do any melodies or lead parts or solos, anything like that. Now, because I don't want to hear the guitar on the left when there's nothing on the right, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll just record the left part on the center track so I can hear it in the middle. And then once I have the part recorded, I will cut it and paste it on the left track. And then I can go down to the right track and record the right guitar on that track. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start recording on the center track. Now, because I set up this template to have the inputs and that I already want and the content that I already want, I can really just, once I set the tempo, I can press R and start recording. So, but if you want to double check your levels, you can press Control I to turn on input monitoring.
Monitoring.
And that is me just strumming my guitar. And now if I hit
minus 9.4 decibels.
Z, that is going to let me see what my level is. So I was peaking around minus 9.4. Now, this is a level coming out of the plugin. If you want to verify if you're not peaking when you come into your interface, you need to bypass the plugin. So I'm going to press
222I.
The number 1 for the first plugin on the track. And if I hit the accent key,
bypass.
I'll bypass the plugin. There's only the one plugin on this track. And I'm going to do Shift W to clear the peak meter.
Tracks, signal clipping off, peak level meter.
And now if I strum the guitar again, and now I can press Z.
Minus 11.3 decibels.
So yeah, so it's about 3 dBs louder when I have the plugin on. Now I'm gonna
bypass 222 active.
Turn that plugin back on. And another way you can check your level if you don't want to have to bypass the plugin, let's say you have multiple plugins on a track, you don't have to bypass all of them. If you record enable the tracks, if you press Control R,
record enable track on.
And I'm just going to clear that peak meter with Shift W. So now I'm going to strum and check the peak.
Minus 12.0 decibels.
So you see it's now showing me the level without the plugin coming into effect when I check the peak meter with record enable on. I'm going to turn record enable off here.
Record enable track off.
And I'm going to clear the peak meter with Shift W. And if I strum again, now when I check the peak,
minus 8.0 decibels.
You see it's showing me the peak width. Now, obviously, I'm assuming that the louder values are when the plugin's on versus without, because I can't strum the guitar exactly the same each time. But as you see, when I have record enable off, it's showing me values that are 3 to 4 dBs louder than when I have record enable on. And when I bypass the plugin, the signal was about 3 dBs quieter than when the plugin was enabled. So you can see if you just turn on record enable and you check your peak meter, it's going to show you the level before your plugins, not after, like it normally does when record enable is off. All right, so we got our level set. So let's go ahead and press R to start this recording. It's going to count me for a bar, so 4 clicks. And then I can start recording. And also because I have drums in this project, you'll hear the drums start when my downbeat to start recording comes in. Press return to go back to the beginning of the project. And now press R to start recording. And I kind of messed up right there, so I'm going to stop that recording there. Now, if I hit return, it should put me back at the beginning, and I play this. And we don't hear the guitar. That's because input monitoring is still on. by default, the way the settings are, if input monitoring's on, you're not going to hear your playback. And this is something that changed around, I think, Logic Pro 11. So I'm going to disable input monitoring with Control I.
Not monitoring.
And now we can play this. All right, so that sounds like it was a good take. And so now we need to trim this region down so that it ends where it should end. Because what happens when you record audio is the time it takes you to stop playing and then hit the space bar, there's always going to be some overrun into the next section, right? And so if I were to look at where this region starts and ends, it will let me know that it starts at bar 1 and it probably ends somewhere after bar 17. And that's because where that kind of little lead part started, which should have been around bar 17. And there's a couple ways you can do this. If you use Control Home and End, it will move the playhead to the start and end of the selected region and report where those places are. But with Logic Magician, if you press Option N once and Option N twice, that will announce the start and end of the selected region without moving the playhead. We know this starts at bar 1, so if I press Option N twice,
19 bars, 3 beats, 2 divisions, 133 ticks.
See it ends somewhere around bar 19, and if I just press Option N once,
1 bar.
It tells us that it starts at bar 1. Now, like I said, this should end around bar 17, and if we jump over to bar 17, we can take a look at that, and then we can clean this up. So if I were to use period and comma, that would move me forward and backwards through the project by a bar. So if I press period,
2 bars, 3 bars, 4 bars, 5 bars.
It's moving me forward, and if I press comma,
4 bars, 3 bars, 2 bars, 1 bar.
That moves me backwards through the project. Shift period and shift comma will move me by 8 bars at a time. So if I do shift period,
9 bars, 17 bars.
See, I just got to bar 17 pretty quickly. So if I play from here, you see that is where that started. So if I back up to bar 16, I'm just going to hit comma.
16 bars.
And yep, so that is where it ends. So I'm going to go to bar
17 bars.
And now there are a couple different ways you can handle this. You can press Command T to split the region, and it will split and select what's after the playhead. So if I split at bar 17, when I split the region, it's going to split the region at bar 17, and then it's going to have the region from bar 17 to bar 19 selected, and I can go ahead and delete that. So if I were to press Command T to split,
split region,
I could use Control Home and End, so I'll just do that.
19 bars, 3 beats, 2 divisions, 133 ticks.
And Control Home.
17 bars.
And you see the region ends somewhere after bar 19 and starts at bar 17. And if you just hit the backspace key to delete,
selection deleted,
it deletes that region. So now there is nothing after bar 17. And if I back up to bar 16 again,
16 bars.
You see there's nothing there anymore. All right, so now what I want to do is select this region and move it to the guitar left track. So nothing is selected. Whenever you hit the delete key to delete a region, nothing will be selected in your project. So what you can do is if you press the right arrow once, it will select the first region on the track. And in this case, this is the only region, so it is the first region on the track. So if I press the right arrow once,
1 bar.
And you hear it say 1 bar, that's because I have Logic Magician set to speak and move to the start of the selected region. So once again, if we do Option N twice,
17 bars. 1 bar.
You'll hear that it ends at bar 17. So that's the region we want. I'm going to do Command X to
selection
cut,
deleted. Cut.
and go up to guitar left.
Track 11 electric clean left.
And I'm going to paste this there, Command V.
Paste.
And now if I play this, you'll hear it on the left.
17, 1 bar.
Yep, it ends at 17, starts at 1. All right, so now let's go down to
Track
the
12
right
electric clean. Track 13 electric clean right.
guitar track, and we're going to go ahead and record the right guitar track. Remember, like I said, I like to double my guitar on the left and the right, so that's what we're going to record now. All right, I don't hear my guitar there coming through Logic, but once I start recording, it will. So remember, I'm going to press R. It'll count me in for a bar, so 4 clicks, and then I'll be able to start recording. And I messed that part up again. So I'm going to stop that there. And same thing, I'm going to need to split this at bar 17 again and get rid of the excess part. So let's just move our playhead to bar 17.
2 bars. 3 bars. 1 bar.
I'm just going to do shift and period since I'm at the beginning.
9 bars. 17 bars.
And I'm going to split the region there.
Split region.
And
19 bars for 17 bars.
one nice thing about Logic Magician is whatever track you're on, if there's a region under it, Command T will always split that region for you. So I just use Control Home and N to verify that I have that region split and selected. And you see it said that I ended at 19, started at 17. So now I'm going to
Selection deleted.
delete that. What you may have also noticed is this time I didn't input monitor the track. I didn't press Control I to turn on input monitoring. And that's because when I start recording, it automatically input monitors the track for me so I could hear it while I was recording. So let's go back to the beginning. I just hit return. Return takes you back to the start of your project. And let's play this. All right, so there you have it. I got both of those guitar parts recorded. Now I'm going to go back to the center guitar track.
Track 12 electric clean center.
And let's jump over to bar 17. So I'm just going to hit shift and period twice.
9 bars. 17 bars.
And now I want to record that part I was kind of messing up on before with the that little lead part there. So I'm going to press R to count me in for the 1 bar, and then we'll start recording that. And this is going to be in the center again because remember I'm on that center guitar track. All right, I kind of messed that up, so I'm going to stop that and hit Command Z to undo that. Now I'm going to press R to start recording again. And I kind of messed that up again, so stop playback with spacebar.
Undo.
Command Z to undo, and I'm going to press R to start recording this again. So here we go. All right, so we got that recorded. So now this is probably going to end somewhere after bar 21. So let's jump over there with period.
18 bars, 19, 20 bars, 21 bars.
And you see that's just the guitar ringing out. Hit comma to go back to bar 20.
20 bars.
All right, so there we have
21
it.
bars.
So if I go back to 21, I'm going to press Command T to split that.
Split region.
and I can just hit delete.
Selection deleted.
Because I'm going to delete everything after 21. And now if I just press the right arrow once to select the first region on the track, because remember when you delete nothing selected,
17 bars.
It says 17 bars, so it puts the playhead, because my Logic Magician setting, it puts the playhead back at the start of the region that's selected. So let's cut this.
Selection deleted.
And go up to the guitar left track. So press Command
Track
X
11 electric clean left.
to cut it, and then I press up arrow to go to the clean guitar left track. I'm going to paste this here. And now let's back up.
20 bars. 19 bar, 18 bar, 17, 16 bars.
Bar 16. And we got that over there on the left. So let's go down to the right guitar.
Track 12, track 13 electric clean right.
And let's move over
17 bars.
to bar 17. And now we're going to record the same part on the right side. All right, got that recorded. So now, same deal. Got to go over to bar 21.
18, 19, 20 bar, 21 bars.
And split.
Split region.
And delete.
Selection deleted.
And so now, this time, because I have two regions on this track, the first region that goes from bar 1 to bar 17, and the second region that goes from 17 to 21, when I press the right arrow, it's going to select the first region on the track, which is the region at bar 1. And the next time I press the right arrow, it'll select the region at bar 17. So
1 bar.
See, it now set the region at bar 1 if I play this. Now if I press the right arrow again,
17 bars.
Set the region at bar 17. I press the right arrow again, nothing is selected, because when you have the last region on the track selected, it unselects everything when you press the right arrow again. So I would have to press the left arrow to select the last region on the track, and it doesn't say anything because my playhead's already at bar 17. So if I press the left arrow again,
1 bar,
it goes back to select the region at bar 1. So now if I press the left arrow again, nothing's selected. And if I were to press the left arrow again this time,
17 bars,
it'll wrap back around to select the region at bar 17, because that's the last region on the track. And if I press the right arrow, it doesn't say anything because nothing is selected. And that is how we can use left and right arrows to select the different regions on our track. And with Logic Magician, if you use Control N, it will cycle you between the different options.
Speech off.
Speech off is the default behavior that you have when you don't have Logic Magician installed.
Speak name.
Speak name is what it will only speak the region name. Not very useful to us when we're tracking usually.
Speak position and go to region start.
And speak position and go to region start, which is what I normally will leave it on. That way you know the start of the region you currently move it to. So that is how you can use those options. If you got any questions, drop a comment down below and let me know. If you found this tutorial helpful, please like and share it with someone that you think might find it helpful. You can also support the channel by either becoming a channel member by hitting the join button right here on YouTube, or sending a super thanks for the tutorials that help you the most. If you want to book some one-on-one training, you can visit logic.band/training. Please consider getting on the logic.band mailing list. It's how I can update you whenever there are new tutorials and or an update to the Logic Keyboard Ninja or Logic Magician, and you'll get a free Getting Started with Logic course for doing so. As always, until next time, happy recording.